What is happening, good people of YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video, we're back here in Farming Simulator 25, our Rags to Riches series. This is episode number 31, and in the last episode we had a lot of fun stuff happen. We sold some more of our lettuce, we made a whole lot of money, and right now we are sitting in the second day in February with $148,187 in the bank, and we are looking forward to springtime coming. It's going to be a lot of cool things on the farm. And if you are new to this series, let's just recap how we've been doing. Started off here on this field here, which I'm not even sure what number this is, field number 34. We built little greenhouses. We started our farm here. We started making some money. Eventually, we were able to buy field number 35, field number 44, field number 43. Eventually, we made enough money to buy our homestead here, field number 42, right here. And that's where we are right now. We have had a wonderful series so far. And if you are just kind of popping into the series, go back and watch it from the beginning, episode number 1. I don't know why you would start at episode 31. Unless you're crazy, you just want to get a head start on things. That's fine. So in today's episode, we have got some work to do. It is the second day in February, so not a lot of contracts are going to be available. We do want to start up our John Deere, and we want to take it into our repair shop. It does need repairs, as you can see at the bar down below. It's in need of repair, so let's go ahead and repair our John Deere. We can repair the pallet fork, we can repair the front end loader, and then we can repair the tractor, and there we go. Now everything is fully repaired and up to working function. And we also need some gas in the tractor. We are about half a tank here, and we don't want to run out of gas. Taking a look at the contracts, we do have a deadwood contract. It is $1,050. I believe this is a pretty good area of the map, pretty easy to get the tractor and trailer into. We need to grab a couple trees to put it in the sawmill. So we are going to be doing that in this episode. Let's go and accept this contract. It's right down by field number 69. And that's a pretty good area of the map. Eventually we are going to want to purchase properties down in that area only because it's such beautiful landscaping with some old buildings. I think there's a cool old bridge down there. So we're going to go down there. We'll do that deadwood contract. Grab a couple trees, we will bring it back to the farm. But before we do that, let's go down to our lower farm. Let's grab our little trailer here. Oops. First we're going to need to hook up to the little trailer here. There we go. We have some wood, I believe, that has spawned outside the sawmill. Let's just kind of cut right down this hill here. And we're going to pick up our wood from the sawmill and we're going to sell it. Usually the playground has the best prices. Look at this, we have 2 pallets of wool here. We're going to need to take that to the spinnery in this episode. And it looks like we have a full pallet of wood over here by these sheep down here. So that is great. We have 2 full sheep pens working hard to get us that wool so we can fill up that spinnery. Eventually we are going to want the Tailor Shop. We're not there yet, maybe a couple more full sheep pens, and we'll be ready for that. So let's go ahead and open the flap of the trailer, and we're going to grab our pallets of wood here. Looks like we got some long planks and some regular planks. So hopefully we can fit these on the trailer. We can put these in here, and I think a goal in today's episode is to get to the month of March. And the month of March is planting season. And I think we have made the decision to go with oat. We are going to plant some oat in our field, our newly acquired field. It is plowed, it is cultivated, and we are going to have some oat in that field. It's going to be pretty cool. We're going to need a harvester, but we don't need that for a few months. It's going to be our first crop here in this series, which is pretty exciting. And as you can see, as we took the long planks away, another pallet of regular planks has spawned. So we're going to load these on the trailer. I believe there are a couple pallets of lettuce that have also spawned now at all of the greenhouses. So in today's episode, we are going to sell the lettuce. I believe the price of lettuce is dropping, and we do not want that to happen. We need to sell this lettuce as quickly as possible. So I'm probably going to sell lettuce every month now for the next couple months until the price gets too low, and then we can hold on to it. All right, there we go. There's another pallet on. We got one more pallet of planks to load up. We're going to take this to the playground. I'm not sure how much money we're going to get. Hopefully we'll get somewhere around $15,000 for all this stuff. Now, I believe that the planter that we have now is capable of planting oat, so we don't have to buy any kind of new planter, and that will save us a couple bucks. We might have to buy some seeds or fertilizer for that planter. I'm really not sure how much is in there because it's been a minute since we used it. But we'll go ahead and fill that up if needed. Otherwise, in the month of March, we are going to plant some oat, and that's pretty exciting. We're going to have to get a harvester eventually. All right, let's see if we can shove this pallet back here. There we go. Oh God, we dropped it. We dropped the pallet. Crap. All right, there we go. Gosh, let's go ahead and stuff this pallet on there. There we go. It's all stuffed on there. Let's, wow, that's a lot more difficult than it needs to be. Let's go ahead and close the flap. We'll hook up to the trailer. There we go. Flap is closed. Let's tie all this stuff down. Let's get this wood to the playground. And I did have a couple comments about using the mod with the auto load trailer, where we can just kind of suck up our pallets. And I'm definitely going to go that way once we have too many pallets, where it becomes really absurd. And we got real close to that in the last episode. We had about 30 to 40 pallets of lettuce, but honestly, I don't know that situation is going to happen anytime soon for us. It really only happens when you're, kind of letting that lettuce build up. But if that's the case and we start getting a lot more pallets than we have patience for doing the manual loading, we are going to buy an auto load trailer. I do have the mod installed. So we'll buy an auto load pallet trailer just to help us out. So I'm not against it. Definitely am going to take advantage of that at some point in this series. Probably not going to be in this episode, but yeah, we'll get there. Depending on how much money we can make in this month, in this episode, we might think about expanding our farm and buying the field next to our homestead. I think it's field number 41. It's a smaller field, but it's definitely a field that I think we can utilize. We can split it in half. I definitely want to plant some oat in March, but I want to plant some rice in April. That is going to be our goal. And we need to buy a rice planter in April. And then we're going to need to, build a rice field. You kind of have to build one manually, and then you sink it in, you flood it, you seed it, and then you just kind of take care of it. So yeah, as I was saying, the goal for today's episode is to make as much money as possible, to sleep in through the month of March and plant some oat. That is the end goal of this episode. Also, once we get to March, I'm sure there's going to be a ton of contracts available. It is springtime, it's planting season. There's probably going to be cultivating contracts, some dead wood. Might even be some contracts where we can use our seeder. We're also going to check the used vehicle market, see if there's any deals for us to be had. Man, wouldn't it be great if there was some sort of harvester on sale that we could afford? That would be pretty awesome. All right, here we go. Coming up to the playground. Let's go ahead and put this trailer where it needs to be. We're going to unload these wood pallets, and there we go, $15,316. Put it in the bank. Our total bank account now $163,000, and that is great. Very excited to have some money in the bank. We could very easily spend it all right now buying another sheep pen and stocking it full of sheep, but we are going to save the money. We're going to be smart. We're going to have some discipline because eventually we're going to need to buy that rice planter or the rice sapling planter, and we don't want to, screw ourselves by using up all of our money. And I hope there are contracts in March for cultivating. I hope there's a lot of them because we do have the extra tractor now. We have a second cultivator, and we can send our friends, we can hire our friends, we can pay them a good wage, and they can go off and help us earn some money by doing some cultivating contracts, which is really cool. We are progressing well here in this Rags to Riches series. All right, here we are coming up to a gas station. Let's fill this thing up with gas. We are running low. We definitely don't want to run low on gas, that's for sure. All right, there we go, 193 bucks in fuel costs. That is not bad. Now let's head on back to the farm and do some more work. All right, coming back to the farm here, I do see one pallet of lettuce over to the left. I also have a pallet of lettuce down here. Let's go ahead and park this trailer. Let's open the flap and let's disconnect, and let's go pick up these lettuce pallets. I think we're gonna have 2 or 3 lettuce pallets that we can go ahead and sell. Price is dropping for lettuce pallets, but it hasn't dropped so far right now. So it's still a good time to sell them. All right, pallet number 1 on the trailer. Let's pick up this second pallet over here. And I think the key with loading these pallets is just patience. Just having the patience to do it correctly and not trying to rush through it. I mean, you really have to place them down gently so that you don't screw anything up. And God knows, we've been screwing stuff up for 30 episodes. All right, there we go. Second pallet on the trailer. Let's drive over here. Believe there's one over here as well. And there is. Perfect. All right, there we go. Picking up our third pallet of lettuce. Let's go ahead and jam it on here with these other 2. All right, there we go. 3 lettuce pallets happily snuggled up there on the trailer. We do have a pallet of goat milk, and I believe goat milk prices are dropping, so we can definitely sell that in this episode as well. Let's go ahead and close that flap. We'll strap down this lettuce. We'll head to our other 2 greenhouses, see how much lettuce is over there. Hopefully they got a couple pallets for us. And then we will take this to the farmer's market, sell it. I think it's about $3,000 per pallet still, so if we can end up with 5 pallets, that'll be another $15,000. Looks like there's 2 pallets over here, so that's going to be 5. If there's 2 pallets up on the big farm, our main farm, then it's going to be 7 pallets at $3,000 each. That's $21,000. All right, we got to disconnect the trailer, and let's go ahead and try and pick up this pallet of lettuce. And let's slide this thing on here as well. All right, there we go. It's hanging off a little bit, but I think that's going to work out just fine. We will take this other pallet here. We'll just shove it on the top. All right, there we go. All the lettuce is on here. We are going to strap it down. Let's go up to the other greenhouse. It's right by the farmer's market conveniently. And I think it's pretty cool having a residence that's that close to the farmer's market. All right, strapping the lettuce down. Let's go ahead and whip around to our other greenhouse. All right, there's our other greenhouse. We got 2 more pallets of lettuce. It's going to give us 7 pallets of lettuce. And let's go ahead and pick these guys up. We'll throw them on the top as well. right, there we go. Very delicately putting that pallet onto the trailer. And I think we just should start using a bigger trailer here to load our lettuce. This gets pretty complicated and it makes me pretty nervous. All right, closing the flap, strapping it down. We only have to drive it over here, which is pretty good. Should be about $21,000 that we get from this lettuce. All right, there we go. It's $22,153, and that is great. Next up on the agenda, we have to collect our wool and take it to the spinnery. And let's do that right now. All right, here we are coming up to the spinnery. 4 pallets of fabric waiting for us. That is going to be worth a really nice chunk of change when we get around to selling it. And bam, there we go. The wool is in the spinnery. Let's take a look at it. All right, 2,999 liters in, and that is continuing to make fabric. But we would really love to just keep stuffing it full of wool, kind of like the sawmill. Just have a crap ton of wool in there at all times. That'd be pretty cool. All right, taking a look at the sawmill, we got about 5,000 liters of wood that we could put in there. So that's probably going to be 2 or 3 trees. We can do this deadwood contract, take care of that. No other contracts have spawned, and I don't think they're going to spawn. So we are going to go do this deadwood contract, and it's going to pay us out $1,000 too. Our bank account's going to get up to $186,000. I mean, at this point, we don't want to buy a field yet until we get into March, because you know the chances of there being a crop in the field are pretty high. So maybe it'll be oat, and we can skip the planting. The chances of that pretty slim, but we are going to take a chance. All right, here we are coming back to the farm. We've got 2.5 trees in here. Hopefully it's enough to fill up this sawmill. Let's go ahead and pop these in here. And there we go, almost all of them. Although we might be outside of the zone, so we'll try and kind of squeeze in here. Let's see if we can get these last couple in there. There we go. All right, one little itty bitty piece of log left, and that is fine. Let's go ahead and accept the payment for the contract. And there we go, perfect. Taking a look at the sawmill now, it's completely full. We've got some wood beams a brewing, and 952 liters in there. That's gonna be popping out any minute now. So we sold our lettuce, we took the wool to the spinnery. Last thing that we have to do here is load up this goat milk and take it to the dairy farm place. And let's go ahead and do that. Whoa, look out. Let's take a look at it. It is 703 liters, so not a full pallet, but I don't necessarily know that we want to wait because prices are going down. And in the month of March, the prices are not looking good. I mean, it goes down pretty drastically. So any goat milk that we have, we're going to take it over to the dairy farm. We're going to go ahead and sell it. Should be somewhere around $8,000, I guess, maybe $7,000 or $8,000, I think, something like that. Let's see how much money we get for it. Oh, we forgot to take a look at the used vehicle section. It is a new day of a new month. We have a bale loader here, $25,000. That's not going to do us any good. We don't really need a bale loader. There is an L120H electric conversion wheel loader. Boy, this thing is big. And that's way too big for our farm. We don't need anything like this. But it's pretty cool looking. It's a Volvo. I mean, that might be something we could buy and fix up and sell next month, but that would take up a big chunk of our change. And check it out, a Kubota RTV utility vehicle. It's only $10,561. It does have 31 hours on it, so we're gonna need to repair it. But I mean, why do you need to repair this? We can have this thing just to drive back and forth between our farms. I mean, it's a 4-seater. We don't need the 4-seater. We could convert it. I mean, it's kind of cool looking. It's like a little golf cart. It does have a trailer hitch on it. You know what? I bet you we could put our little trailer on here. We might be able to drive this to some contracting jobs, and we could put extra wood in here. I kind of like this thing. $11,061. I mean, should we buy it? I think it would be kind of fun. How the hell with it? We're buying it. It's $11,000. Why wouldn't we? Oh, that is pretty sweet. We're going to drop our milk off here at the dairy farm. We're going to take our tractor back to the farm, and we are going to go pick up our new little, I guess it's an RTV. It's not an ATV, it's an RTV. All right, dropping off the the goat milk here at the dairy plant. Come on, get off of here. Ah, there we go. $6,394. A little bit less than I thought it would be. That's fine. Let's go ahead and take this tractor back to the farm, and we are going to hop in our brand new whip. I mean, at least that's what people are calling it nowadays. Maybe? No? Okay. It's fine. It's an RTV. We can ride around between the farms. We can load up our little trailer, and we can use it to, I don't know, take our trailer around. We can go do some deadwood contracts in it. That'd be pretty fun. Instead of driving our tractor all around, putting hours and miles on it. I mean, we could potentially have 2 tractors doing contract work, and we could take the RTV and do deadwood contracts while the tractors are out doing contract work. That's pretty exciting. And if you are excited for that RTV purchase, then that means you got to hit that like button on this video, and you got to do it right now. What the hell are you waiting for? Oh, here it is, the Kubota RTV. Let's go ahead and start this thing up. Oh, there we go. That's really cool. And we might be able to put like little pallets in this thing. All right, here we go. I'm zipping around. Let's go ahead over to, actually we're going to take it back to our shop, and we can fix it there. It's going to need some repairs. Oh, this thing zips. This is going to be awesome. We're going to use this to take the trailer to our deadwood contracts from now on. Oh, check it out. You can open the little flap in the back. That is pretty cool. And it's got tension belts in it too. That is awesome. All right, let's get this thing on the ferry and get back to the farm. Oh, here it is, first person mode. That is awesome. I feel like I'm in a racing game. It's actually pretty good views from the first person mode. I think we're going to be using this mode a lot in this little vehicle. And we don't have to stay on the road. This thing's got 4-wheel drive capability. Look out, we can go through the brush. Oh God, don't run into the sheet and don't hit a car. All right, coming back to the shop. Let's go ahead and pull this thing in. We are going to repair it. Probably not going to cost us that much to repair this thing. All right, 925 bucks. We got 925 bucks. Bam, there we go. Fully repaired. And this is our new RTV. The Kubota RTV. Geez, you know what? Let's go ahead and park it right in front of our house. We're really proud of it. All right, there it is, parked in front of the house. So we sold all the stuff that we need to sell. We took our wool to the spinnery. We did a deadwood contract. We filled up the greenhouses with water. I actually did that in between the last episode and this episode. And I think we are done with the month of February. It is time to move into the month of March. And you know what that means? I mean, do you know what it means? I don't know what it means. Tell me what it means. Leave it in the comments down below. What the hell does that mean? $180,000 in the bank. It's gonna feel good taking a snooze, being kind of rich. Yes, waking up in the month of March. Springtime is so close. I can feel it. Can you feel it? Can anyone feel it? I don't know. Maybe not. We have got 3 pallets of rice saplings over here. We're going to have enough rice saplings to plant come April, and that's only 1 month away. Yeah, take a look at the price of lettuce. It is dropping, so we are going to have to sell any lettuce that we have. Take a look at the goat milk. Goat milk is still a pretty good penny. I don't think we're going to have any goat milk to sell, but if we did, we'd sell it. We got to check and see if there's any wool down there that these goats are making. I think we got all the wool, so there's probably no wool to take to the spinnery. We might have that pallet of wood beams that we can go sell. And we have got to plant a field. Take a look at the crop calendar. We can plant cotton, grapes, grass, oat, oilseed radish, olives, peas, poplar, potatoes, spinach, sugar beets, sugar cane, sunflowers, and we have decided to plant some oat. Taking a look at our field here, it is cultivated. I think there's still some patchy spots as far as where the old sunflowers were. So I don't know if we have to run the cultivator over this again. Yeah, for instance, these spots right here. I think we're going to need to clean this up. There's another spot up here that we did not cultivate. Or maybe we did cultivate it. I'm not sure. You know, we're going to go grab our seeder. Let's hop into the Deutz Fahr and let's start this thing up. And we're going to grab our seeder and let's see if we can seed those areas. And if we can't, then that's fine. We will just, you know, run over with the cultivator. But let's go grab our seeder. Let's put some oat in the seeder. Make sure it has some fertilizer in it. Oh, look at that. 1 3/4 pallets of wool. And I'm assuming the other one's going to have the same, and it does. Awesome. We have got some wool to take to the spinnery. All right, here is our seeder. We have a little bit of fertilizer. Let's go ahead and change the seed. There it is. The seed is set to oat, and I tell you what we have to do. We have got to get some more solid fertilizer and put it in this thing. So we're going to start seeding field number 41 with oat. Pretty exciting here. And if we run out of solid fertilizer, we'll just take the tractor down to the shop. We'll pick up a big bag of fertilizer and we'll bring it back up here to the farm. But let's run over these patches here. See these light brown patches? Let's run over these patches real quick. Let's see if it actually seeds them. All right, let's lower the seeder. We're going to turn on the seeder. And let's see if this thing, oh, look at that. You know what? I don't know if it seeded that area. Let's check it out. Yeah, I don't think it is. Yeah, it's definitely not seeding those areas. So we're going to have to go grab the cultivator. We're going to have to run over these spots. Let's turn off the seeder. Let's lift it up. Let's go grab the cultivator. We just gotta clean up this field a little bit, and then we are gonna seed it with oat. You know, this isn't really working. The cultivator is not really changing this. And you know what I think we have to do? I think we have to grab the plow. And I think we have to plow up those areas, because that's the areas where there was some dried up sunflowers, and all those areas we needed to plow. So we're gonna have to go grab the plow, and we're gonna have to plow those spots, and we're gonna have to plow around the edge of the field. And hopefully we can do that without really messing it up. Then we'll have to cultivate those spots. Actually, I don't think we're gonna have to cultivate them. I think we can just seed it right after we plow. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna grab the plow, we'll plow those spots, make it nice and pretty, and then we will seed the field with oat. All right, well, we have our plow here. It is hooked up to the back of the Deutz Fahr. We're gonna try and plow the edges of the field here, and then we'll hit the spots in the middle. And hopefully we do not, mess up this field here. And let's go ahead and see if we can't get this done. Try and slowly work our way over to the edge. We're just gonna have to go slow here. And it looks like it's working. And after we plow these little areas, then I think what we're going to have to do, we're going to have to recultivate the field where the plowed areas are, and then we will seed the entire field with our oat, and I think we're going to be good. And so far so good. We're not messing up the field too bad. It's pretty difficult to get to the edges here, so I mean, if we make the field a little bit wider, there's no harm in that. All right, here we go. Let's get it right to the edge here. All right, let's lift up the plow, turn the tractor. We're just gonna go around the entire field here, doing the edges, and then we'll hit it with the cultivator. See if that works. All right, I've driven around. I think we have all of the big spots done. We have the edge of the field done. We're gonna go ahead and fold up the plow. We'll sit it off to the side here. We'll grab the cultivator. We're gonna cultivate the spots that we just plowed, although I don't really know that we need to cultivate. I think we can just seed right over top of the field we just plowed. Let's go ahead and hook up to the seeder. There we go. We're gonna need some fertilizer. So I tell you what we're gonna do. Let's go to the shop and let's grab some fertilizer for this thing. Then we'll bring it back and we'll just seed the entire field. Hopefully that works. I mean, we're gonna know at the beginning of April, when the little sprouts start coming up, we're gonna know if it worked. And if it didn't work, we're just gonna have to start again, but I think this is gonna work. Fingers crossed. All right, we filled up the seeder with fertilizer. Let's go ahead and line this thing up and start it up. We got oats in the seeder. We're gonna turn on the seeder And let's seed this field. And it looks like it's working. All right, well, there it is. The field has been seeded, and this is pretty cool. We don't really have anything else to do with this field. And let's hear the trumpets, because we now have our first field of grain. It's an arable crop here, the first one on the farm. Pretty exciting, I gotta tell you. We're gonna have to buy a harvester once the grain gets closer to becoming available to harvest. Let's hop out now. We are going to the shop, and let's go ahead and fix and repair these things. And there we go, 14 bucks for the seeder and $11 for the Deutz Fahr. Pretty exciting. All right, we're gonna pull it up a little bit. I mean, these things really do need a wash, and we gotta figure out what's next. I mean, it is the first day of March, and we are going to have to probably look at some prices. We got to sell the lettuce. I know that prices for lettuce were going down, and we do have a couple of pallets, and we'll have to see what the price does in the next few months, because we might just let them sit and pile up. I don't know that we necessarily want to run 4 pallets of lettuce over to the farmer's market, but we definitely want to take advantage of the prices going down for a couple months in a row. All right, there we go. Tractor and the seeder are all done. We're probably going to park the seeder. Gosh, I really don't know where to put it. We'll just put it kind of by this tree here. All right, here we go. Good enough. We'll just stick it right by this tree. And the next step is going to be to fertilize, but we can't do that until the second day in March. Gosh, what do we have left to do here in this episode? Yeah, price of lettuce is going down, 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 and it doesn't come back up for a long time. So we are going to have to get our lettuce and take it to sell. We're probably going to have like 6 pallets or something like that. If we can get $3,000 per pallet, it's another $18,000 to put in the bank. Goat milk is going down as well. I don't think we have any of that to sell. We have a deadwood contract, stone picking, and wood transports, and not a lot of contracts to do right now as well. Taking a look at our goats, our sheep. Looks like our sheep do need some grass. So we're going to have to take care of that. Let's, tell you what, let's take this cultivator and let's snap it around. We're going to park it by the cedar over by this tree. And we're going to have to figure out some sort of options as far as maybe putting a little equipment shed somewhere. We do have a lot of space for it right now. All right, tell you what we're going to do. Let's hook up with this little trailer. We have to check on some wool. We got to put some grass in the sheep pens, make sure they're nice and fed. And then we'll get our lettuce. We will sell it, make probably about $18,000 if we have 6 pallets or so. I'm not really sure how many pallets we're going to have. We don't have any spare grass over here. I really thought we had some spare grass there, but we do not. And we don't have any spare grass down by the other sheep pen either. Crap. The last thing I want to do is go buy a grass bale, but we might have to do that before our grass is ready to harvest. Take a look. The grass is ready to harvest. So this grass actually is ready to harvest, but we, because of the update, a couple updates ago in Farming Simulator 25, we're going to wait until April. So basically when the grass is ready to harvest, you wait 1 extra month, and at that point you get much more yield. But as you can see, it's only 50% fertilized. Oh, sorry car, we are holding up traffic. Let's check the other side. Again, 50% fertilized. So that's one other thing that we're going to have to do. We got to fertilize our grass fields, and we have to take our lettuce and our wool. We probably have some wood planks over here. So a lot of stuff to do here to end this episode. And we are going to have decisions to make as well as far as what to do with the money in the bank. All right, let's open up the flap here. And let's go ahead and pick up. It looks like we got some wood beams here. We can take these to the playground and sell them off. Here we go, picking them up. And I think down at the greenhouses by the road there, it looks like we have 1 pallet of lettuce. We're probably going to have 1 pallet of lettuce on each side. So that'll be 2. We have 2 by the greenhouse up by the farm. All right, there we go. Wood planks are on the trailer. I do see a pallet of goat milk here. Let's go ahead and check it out. This is 228 liters, so not enough. We do actually have a grass bale here. We could snag that up and take it over to the sheep. That would probably hold us over. Let's go ahead and do that. We got to figure out which sheep pen needs the grass, because one was completely empty and one still had some in it. All right, let's snag this up here. Let's take it over to the sheep pen. And again, I think it was the one closest to our main farm that needed the grass. We can take a look here. It is this sheep barn, and the other one has a lot of grass in it, so maybe we can drive over there and take a peek and check it out. All right, let's hop out. We're going to check this grass here. 427 liters of grass here. So I think it's this one that needs the grass. Let's run over here and check this one. All right, yeah, this one's got 4,200 liters. So we're going to take this grass bale. We'll pop it in with these sheep over here. That should keep them fed until April when we can harvest our grass. And that means they will keep producing wool. All right, here you go, sheep. Nice and full of grass you will be. Bam, there you go. Sucked it right into their little pen. And I tell you what, let's go back to the farm. We're going to grab the wood. We are going to sell the wood. Not really sure what the price is going to be, but we're going to take it to the playground. We're going to come back. We're going to grab the lettuce. We are going to sell the lettuce to the farmer's market. Then we got to take the wool that we have to the spinnery. And I think that's going to be it for the episode. Just taking a quick overview of the greenhouses. They all have water in them. Sawmill's doing great, and the spinnery still has some wool in it. So here we go, hooking up the trailer. Let's go and close the flap. All right, there we go. We're strapping down the wood. Let's go take this to the playground, and then we will come back, and we are going to sell our lettuce. So we'll probably get about $10,000 for these wood beams. Probably get about $18,000 for the lettuce, and that is going to put us right about $200,000 in the bank, and that is absolutely awesome. All right, here we are coming up to the playground, dropping our friends off here some more wood beams, and they are our friends here. And there we go, bam, $10,400 in the bank. $187,000 is our total bank account, and we are going to head back to the farm. Hopefully we can do it without knocking into this fence and ruining our tractor. But we're going to go back, we're going to grab our lettuce. We should have about 6 pallets. And once we sell our lettuce, we're going to put that money in the bank, about $18,000. And that's going to get us over $200,000 in the bank. We can then fertilize our grass fields to get prepared for April, when we can harvest those. Watch out, deer. Holy moly, these deer are playing chicken with the John Deere tractor, and that's not a smart thing to do if you're a deer. Alright, well, we got our lettuce loaded up on the trailer. We've got one little pallet that fell off here. So we're going to try and turn this thing over. See if we can't flip it here. There we go. Now maybe we can just scoop it up and we can drive it over to the farmer's market on the front of the tractor. There we go. Good enough. Looks like we ended up with 9 pallets of lettuce, so it should be about 36,000 or 20, I don't know. Whatever 9 times 3 is. Alright, there we go. $3,000 for that one. Now let's go ahead and sell all the other ones. Bam. There we go, 24,000, so it'll be about 27,000 total dollars for all of the lettuce. Bank account now $215,000. And we got a couple more things to do here. We got to take our wool to the spinnery. We are going to have to grab our fertilizer sprayer. We're going to fertilize all of the grass. And we can do that in the next episode. And I want to thank you guys for sticking with me. Thanks for watching the video. Thanks for all the love and support on the channel. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Hit that bell notification so that you're notified of all the content coming out. And hit that like button. Even if you don't like the video, you got to hit it. It's part of the YouTube rules. And leave your comments down below. It doesn't even matter what you say. But the most important part is thank you guys for letting me be a part of your day. And we are going to see you right back here in the next video.